are you just following when most people are taking action or most people are getting their headspace into a particular spot? Or are you actively moving the audience to grow in the niche to get into the headspace they need to be to take action on your product? Why times of the year can massively fuck the performance of your marketing campaigns. It's something that as a marketer, if you want to be the best in your field, you have to truly understand when and why particular people take action and when more people are going to do it at each time of the year. So we've just finished Easter. So I want to compare different industries with you so you can understand the psychology of the different mindset of buyers. Even people that target the same age demographic, the same style of person, the same wealth level, even into the same regions of the country. Two different industries can have a totally different performance leading into a holiday like Easter versus out the back of a holiday like Easter. Now let's understand why. And it's important that you can understand why in something like this if you want to be elite at what you do. If you want to be the best in the world, you've got to understand psychological decision making at every single scenario. Call to action yearly for finance clients is let's do a review. Let's make sure you're on track. Let's get more money for you. They're things that people are pain points on. People need more money. However, when people are about to go into a holiday, the psychology says that they are not worried about their finances because they feel elite. They feel up and out there because they've just booked a holiday. They know that they're going away. So they feel bigger and better in the position they're in than what they truly are. Now let's look at behind when they finish the holiday. They've been away for 5 days. They've spent 5, 10, 15 grand on their holiday with the kids. They're now broke again. They've got no money. They're living paycheck to paycheck again. They're seriously thinking about their finances, which means they're going to actively want to take more action when they see an ad that says, we're going to help you with your finances. So the slight difference in timing, same messaging, same market, same audience, you're going to have a much different impact. And besides, the cost per click or cost per lead is going to drop drastically because more percentage of people fall into the same position. The more people in an audience group at a same time means the cheaper the lead will cost. So we utilize each time of the year so that our clients can benefit from times of the year that leads cost cheaper so that they can average out a much better yearly performance. Understanding the psychology of where your clients are at all times in the market and where their decisions are coming from are always going to be important for any niche and any industry. So another brand that I actually own and I'm co-investor of is an eco-friendly brand. Now what we do with this eco-friendly brand is we focus on the times of the year that most people actively start to jump on the bandwagon of being more eco-friendly. Now we partner with brands that also release blogs of the top things you can do to be eco-friendly. We get featured on those blogs at the times of the year that the most people become eco-friendly. Go to Google Trends, look at the trends of when people are more searching for these. That's going to mean that your cost per acquiring a new customer drops. Now this brand offers subscriptions and we have a very high retention rate of people rebuying the products every few months. So what we can do is get all of the people in for the next 12 months of buying cycle and we can get them in when it's cheapest, which means that we're going to maximize the cost per client. Now, one last thing to remember, and this is going to differentiate the elite marketers versus the people that are just in marketing. And you want to always be the 1% of marketers. A clear example of what I mean by this is when Michelin car company, they sold tires. They released the Michelin guide to restaurants where they started reviewing restaurants all across Europe so that people would have to drive further to go ahead and eat at these restaurants. In the long run, they would end up buying more tires. They would make more sales. And that's a clear example of being able to create the demand for what it is you do. So you want to be like Michelin. You want to actually be a 1% where you can utilize the knowledge that an audience group is going to grow, but you can also utilize the knowledge of how to create the demand for audiences to sell your product. Another example to rival Michelin that you can actually actively do today is find audience groups that could potentially develop into the ideal customer for the demand for your product. For example, I'm going to go back to my eco-friendly brand. The eco-friendly brand that I'm a co-investor of. The team there, they actively find groups of audiences of people to promote things like Netflix shows, particular blogs, registers to email lists that'll actively push that audience to be more intentful to want to buy the products from the brand. One tactic that I can give you to think about, you can build on it and can see how it can utilize for your audience. Figure out groups of audiences that would be potentially ready to buy your products. Start to work out and survey your current audience and find out why they decided to take action on your product and what led them to do it. When you can figure that out and can reverse engineer what were the psychological reasons that a group of audience needed to see or do before they wanted to take action on your product, you can start to understand building demand. Go to groups on Facebook, start to share content that will educate the audience to then create demand for your product. It's like a cult, it's like a religion. You're signing people up to your religion of your niche. You're getting people to move further in the space of the psychological manipulation that is marketing. You're getting people to be the demand instead of waiting for the demand to hit you. If you want to be a top marketer and a top 1% marketer, you've got to start to hit both sides. You've got to be able to know when to follow the trends of audience influxes and when to slow your budget down so you're not wasting money. But you also need to understand, if you want to be the best of the best, you need to follow the steps to be a market trend creator. The sooner you can create demand and create trends, you'll be able to be a leader in your field. The key to marketing success is never give up. Always consistently be trying new things, and always think about what you're doing and make sure that you're not being complacent and lazy. The second you're complacent and lazy, you become amateur. An amateur is never going to be a leader in the field. So if you want to be a brand that succeeds and you want to be a top 1% marketer, you need to make sure that you are consistently doing the things that I've just explained. You need to create demand for the industry, and you need to be the best of the best. They become the best of the best by truly psychologically understanding why people do what they do and why they take action in your industry. Guys, I hope that was helpful, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.